Donald Trump just made an emergency declaration. Everyone was shocked by the CFTC and SEC. We can now get coffee with XRP on the side. Hi there, pretty people. Hi, people who make money. XRP is what we'll talk about. The cryptocurrency market is what we'll be talking about. I only ask that you smile at me so that I can spread good vibes. Click the like button because they're free, and let's begin. Right now, XRP is worth $2.84, which is 3% more than it was yesterday. You know what I'm going to do, right? The crypto market is still like a roller coaster. Every day honey, and every day onion. The quote-unquote instability of the market is still felt by us. I'll talk about why this happened and how it was related to President Trump. The market changed a lot during the day, especially the stock market, and that had an effect on the cryptocurrency market. So the day was very interesting, but for now we need to look at what XRP might be able to do. It didn't go all the way down to this white line. It left that level of 268, go all the way back to 284. So if you had bought at this point, you would be up about 5.5%. 5.5% isn't much in the crypto market, but it's a nice turnaround. You can see that there is a crossover if you only look at the hourly picture. The market is still really hard to understand. Really, really hard. We'll see how September goes again, just like every other month. As a matter of fact, I will never tell you to buy, to sell, or hold. Always do your research before putting money into something. Also, please remember that I will never ask you to join something or send me money through social media. If those people are con artists, it's not me. If you see me on TikTok, Instagram, or anywhere else that isn't YouTube, it's a con artist. Okay, now stop thinking and picture if every coffee came with XRP. Visa's Gemini XRP card has been all over the place. People have signed up and are getting it. If you have one of these, please let me know in the comments. Also, do you know how much XRP you used? There are people I know who use their credit cards a lot. It would be interesting to see how much XRP you can actually save up. We know the amount, sorry, but it would be interesting to see how much cryptocurrency is saved up altogether through this card. I'm sorry, I started to cough. I hope I'm not getting sick with something like a Ronnie Rona, right? Those things have been going around lately. Very interestingly, the SEC and CFTC staff just put out a joint statement making it clear that SEC and CFTC registered exchanges are not banned from allowing the trading of certain spot crypto asset products. This is a rare example of the two agencies working together. Paul Atkin, the chair of the SEC, said that people in the market should be able to pick where they sell spot crypto assets. Caroline Pham, acting chair of the CFTC, said that our agencies send mixed messages about regulation and compliance in digital asset markets when compared to the last government. But it was clear what it meant. New ideas were not welcome. That part is over. This quote is crazy. That she's saying that the last new idea wasn't accepted is crazy. Think about where we were last year and where we are now. So cool. This is a big step forward for the agency's Project Crypto and Crypto Sprint efforts to improve oversight while giving US market players more venue options and chances. Also, this is the claim. Anyone who says crypto isn't going to last or is a problem. In the United States, there are major crypto, financial and oversight organizations that support crypto, move things forward for crypto, start things for crypto, and want new ideas. The leader of the country wants to make the US the center of the crypto world. Okay, how could someone be bad about the crypto market for the next 3 to 4 years? Yes, because that's how markets work. There will always be pullbacks, sell-offs, and people taking their profits. A straight green line doesn't go up. That's just a dream. It doesn't work that way. Long term, though, hearing all of these things just makes my belief greater. And before, I made a movie about how the value of the US dollar has been going down. Something went wrong with the movie. It didn't get a lot of attention there because some people went live with the Trump problem, which we'll talk about in a moment. It was pushed down, but you should still watch that film. It's important to know what's going on in the US, so I'll put a link to it at the end of this one. And maybe you don't feel it, you might feel it, but people all over the world might really feel it too. I know that 60% of my viewers are from the United States. If it seems like I'm talking to people from the US, that's only because most of the watchers are from that country. I know that many of you are from other places though. That means I won't forget about you either. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Now, things are going to be sold. In fact, this just in, the Ethereum Foundation says it plans to sell 10,000 Ethereum. Okay, on the other hand, you got Hong Kong on the list. You think you have a financial link to Alibaba. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, just bought 10,000 Ethereum. On the other hand, he bought the right thing. Family members are asking how you could get to 62,000 views. Maybe that's for another movie. We need to think about this some more, but they bought 153,000 Ethereum last week. Okay, so even if things are going to sell, most likely there's also buying going on right now. Yes, of course, there will be a lot of selling if an asset is very, very negative, bad things are happening, the market is in a bear market, and people are freaking out. The crypto market has a lot of room to move, though, since the future is very good, and many altcoins are still below their all-time highs. That's one thing. We heard Trump talk about the taxes today on the other side. Again, if you missed it on Friday, the court said that President Trump's tariffs were illegal and that they would be taken back, it seemed. It also lost value in crypto, but the stock market wasn't open because of Labor Day. Well, at first, the stock market went down. Also, there was that big drop, but as you can see, it came back in the last 4 to 5 hours. This took place because of Trump's press appearance. You can see that the VIX, which was up about 15%, is now going down all the way to 17. It went all the way up to 19 and then all the way down to 17. So there was an 11% change from when he came out and said these things. The stock market is down because of what? The decision, right? The taxes are important for the stock market. It's the taxes they want. You might turn into a third world country if you got rid of the taxes.